back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, of all over the world. The 92%ers, we love you, and we can't wait to get into this post-Super Bowl Sunday conversation. New Heights is a Wondery show brought to you by Xfinity. We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce, representing the U.S. of A. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcast, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, we have one of my favorite shows of all time. It is the end of the season. It is the end of the NFL season. Today should be one of those made-up holidays that you absolutely hate, but can you just tell the people what we have coming up?
Well, it's kind of crazy, Trev. This is actually the first year we've done this show where the Eagles or Chiefs haven't won the Super Bowl.
That's fucking
How
crazy.
nuts is that? That is fucking wild.
That's insane.
So, because neither one of us are in any way a part of our teams winning the Super Bowl, we have decided to invite two of the Super Bowl 60 champions on this show today. That's right, Cooper Kupp and AJ Bonner are on the program today, and we're going to get into everything else we got into in San Francisco, as well as get into an incredible conversation with first ballot Hall of Famer Drew Brees. Alrighty, it's an absolutely stacked episode, but before we get into any of that, we're going to get into what we always get into, and that's a little bit of that new news is brought to you by American Express.
How about it, man?
We got some scheduling updates for you guys. That's right, 92%ers. We got a lot of guests coming up. We have been hot.
We've been working.
That's right. We've been talking to all the people we've always wanted to talk to, and we're looking forward to bringing those conversations to you guys. We have a short little break, but the episodes will be coming out. Don't worry. We've got some doozies. We got Troy Aikman, Randy Moss, John Hamm, Chris Stapleton, the Workaholics, AJ Brown. We're going to let you know when all of these guest episodes are releasing. And if you still need more Kelce in your life, Travis finally appeared on Not Gonna Lie. That's right, Kylie Kelce's podcast, Not Gonna Lie. Trav, how was it?
Not gonna lie, it was kind of more fun talking to her than you. I'm not gonna lie.
Not surprising.
I understand why you married her a long time ago, but she asked me one question that was like, I sat there and I thought about it, and I wish I would have answered it better. My first impressions of her were that she was such a sweetheart, and I said this at your guys' wedding when I did the wedding speech, but I was like, she is such a sweetheart. She's so nice. She is. But I was like, you don't just win Jason's love, and you don't win him over in terms of like doing things, getting him to do the things that you want him to do, like be a respectable human being. You don't do those kind of things by just being a sweetheart. So I knew there was an underlining like toughness to her that I hadn't. And then we went to the shore. And she started talking butter. She started water. She started talking. I can't even fucking do the Philly accent like it needs to be done. But I saw her in her element, and that's where I knew. I was like, oh, she's got it wrapped up around her finger. This dude is lost in the sun. He doesn't know anything but Kai. And from that point on, it's just been that. And I've loved having her as a sister-in-law, and it's been so cool to see her take off in her own right. And not gonna lie, it was a fucking blast, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude, the episode turned out great. You and Kai's chemistry and anything that you do, you just like have like I'm serious. You guys have a great relationship, man.
The second child is the best, dude.
No doubt.
We relate.
Well, you also admitted that you have never read a rundown, which I'm sure the producers of the show love that. They were very appreciative.
What's a rundown?
Alrighty. Kylie also adopted an otter in your name, apparently. Something I didn't even know.
Uncle Trav's over there in the Philly Zoo, man. We got to get over there, man. I got to meet this. I think it's a wild or like a great river otter. I forget the actual name of this otter. It's not the otter that's in my dreams, but it is an honor to be a part of the Philly Zoo like that. So I got to get over there and say what's up.
We'll get over there next time you come into town. That'd be a great out of the house segment. We also got to talk about Travis dominating in front of thousands of people over at the Waste Management.
Dominating.
At least on hole 16, we don't need to look at all the other stuff. The biggest hole in the whole freaking thing, the part 3 in front of the grandstands, thousands of people's eyes are on Travis Kelce.
It felt like I was walking into the Coliseum. There's like a little tunnel, and I got a cool video. Chris Pearson was kind of following us around. He got a cool video of us like walking into it. Dude, it is such an epic, like, you have to do it. Golf lovers everywhere, you have to go to this hole. The 16th hole at Waste Management at the Phoenix Open is unbelievable. It's such a unique like experience, and honestly, it's not just the 16th hole; it's the 17th and 18th. Is how you finish it off. It's like nothing I've ever been a part of in my life. But you walk into that 16th hole, it's an arena. It's an arena of just people that will either boo you or get hyped or get excited over like you getting close to the fucking pin. I was in my element. You give me a bunch of drunk people with an opportunity to get them fired up. I feel like that's like my home. That's like my home, and I felt very comfortable. I will say this though, my caddy, Patrick Bacon, he's taking a lot of credit for this. I went last. Everybody that went had the number, was short. They all went short. And I'm looking at this too, and I'm like questioning in my mind, should I club up or should I just trust my strength over theirs? Like I'm in my head about this. And Patrick Bacon comes up to me and says, "Hey, what do you got in your hand? You should probably rethink this and go get a club up." And not that I wasn't already thinking that, but he gave me the reassurance. So I'll give Patty Bakes the whole, he called me off and told me to club up. I'll give him the compliment there, but he's taking full credit for it. Talking to anybody.
He's not shying away from talking about it.
No, which he should. That's what caddies do. You know what I mean? They're part of it. It's a team game.
Well, I don't think a lot of caddies do take credit, but Bacon does for sure.
It was a 150 shot, or 155, whatever it is, and I went from holding a pitching wedge to holding a 9-iron, and the 9-iron stuck 2 feet from it. And when I tell you, I stood over the ball for I don't even know how long. Somebody sent me a video, and I was staring at the ball this long. I don't remember doing that.
Dude, it's intimidating. It really puts it into perspective for like these guys, like Rory and these guys making these like putts to win the entire tournament, and way more is at stake. That's got to be crazy.
That wasn't even the hardest part.
Oh, what was the hardest part?
Standing over the 2-foot putt.
That's what I'm saying.
Was the hardest part. Dude, when I was back there holding the 9-iron, I'm like, I'm just going to give this thing a fucking run and throw it up there. And that thing fucking drew over. I felt like I hit it further up in the air than I hit it further in distance. That thing went high. That thing went so fucking high in the air. The first thing the guy on the mic that was doing the entire 16th hole, he was introducing everybody. As soon as I hit it, he was like, "Whoa, look at that. That thing went high up in the air." Everybody's like waiting for that thing to fucking come down, and then it just stuck. It didn't do much after it hit, and it was perfect, man.
So are you saying you probably actually hit the wrong club? You probably hit it a couple grooves high, which made it actually the right club.
It was the perfect club.
All right.
I didn't catch any grass. That thing was teed up just a little bit, and I hit it smooth, and it was so much fun. Just being at that event, though, I got to hang with Scotty Scheffler. I got to hang with Brooks Koepka. Shout out to Brooks for being such a good dude and being back into the madness. And Scotty, he was over there with his kid, and it was such a fucking unique event. And these pro-ams are so fucking cool. And I had that as a bucket list item in my mind of there's unbelievable courses all over the world. But if I could ever get a shot at the 16th hole at Waste Management, I can't pass that up. I was telling Dennis, no, sweetie, I have to go. I'm sorry. I have to do this. This is the Mecca. This is like reaching the Super Bowl of golf world. And it didn't disappoint. Waste Management crowd is so fucking, they're so lit and so excited and so there for those moments that it didn't disappoint, man. It was so much fun.
Well, that's awesome, brother. It was an incredible shot. I love watching every bit of it. Where do you think it ranks in your athletic achievements of all time?
I mean, it's number one in my golf achievements for sure. There's nothing that even comes close. That was the closest I've ever gotten to a hole-in-one. It was like the perfect shot for the perfect time that I'll live through forever. I'll be able to watch those videos forever. I had Jim Nantz talking about it during the fucking Friday broadcast or the Saturday, Sunday broadcast. If Jim Nantz is talking about my golf, I'm doing something right.
There you go. All right. Well, Once again, New News is brought to you by American Express. Let's keep this thing moving.
Let's get to some bold topics. Super Bowl edition. How about it? Bold Topics is brought to you by Pepsi, one of our favorites. We were a Pepsi household growing up. I'm a Wild Cherry Pepsi fan myself. Big Ed Kelce likes a nice little diet Pepsi. But shout out to all the Pepsi out there. Seahawks are your Super Bowl 60 champions, and we love the old Northeast Ohio ball player Mike Vrabel and a lot of the Patriots over there. But the Seahawks, they had the juice going into it, man, and they defeated the Patriots 29-13. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of imagined this would happen, and it definitely was a good game. And there was a point there when Drake May started getting the fucking juices going in the late third, early fourth, and they started to make a run at it. But man, the Seahawks just had too much, man. With Kenneth Walker, with our guy AJ Barner and Cooper Kupp, man, they just had the juice, and I couldn't be happier for the guys over there, because a lot of the guys are guys you can root for, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's the Super Bowl. Both of these teams are very good. Both of their defenses had been playing, out of their minds all postseason, and Seattle is just loaded across the board. Like, it's a team that really doesn't have a weakness, which is kind of why I thought that they would prevail. Like, it felt like they were the more talented group across the board, but you never know. I mean, the Patriots were such a good team, so well coached.
Yeah.
By Coach Vrabes and Josh McDaniels. Like, all year, they just had been overachieving. And yeah, Seattle just proved to be a little bit too much, man. They're unbelievable on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, they didn't make the mistakes that they had kind of been prone to, right? Like, Sam Darnold had a bunch of turnovers in the regular season, doesn't have any in the postseason. And he didn't do that by being conservative. He was still taking his chances. He was still being aggressive through the air. But you got to give some love to the kicker. How about this? We're giving love to the kickers. Pinning some guys down inside the 5, making field goals. I am Jason Myers. I mean, through the first half, there was only field goals. This guy was nailing everything.
This guy went over with Pat McAfee trying to kick a field goal, and all of a sudden he has appreciation for the kicking game now.
I mean, listen, it's the biggest game of the year. We're freaking nailing kicks. Those are huge.
Trailed for 1 minute and 35 seconds total this entire playoffs. How fucking insane is that?
That is crazy. So they just got out to the jump and just freaking were leading all the way. I mean, they blew out San Fran. Then the big one was the Rams game, which that was the team they had struggled with and had the closest battles with all season. So yeah, I mean, it is surprising. I mean, they were the best team in football this year. The reality was, like, if you look at it across the board, it was really them and LA. Those two teams in that division were the most consistently great teams all season long. And like, yeah, the Patriots had an incredible season in the AFC, so did the Broncos. But I thought that those two teams in particular were the best all year. They continued that throughout the playoffs, and they continued in the Super Bowl. And it's a credit to Sam Darnold for where he's come in his career, all the ups and downs, and being with 5 different teams. Cooper Kupp gets cast out in LA, comes back, resurgence in Seattle. It's just a remarkable story of a team that was assembled, and how great they ended up being across the board. It reminds me a lot of our 17 season, and I mean, a lot of Super Bowl teams, but you get like just the right group of guys that all come together, man. And it feels like everything's clicking. The chemistry's there. I mean, Sam Darnold is now, everybody's talking about being a star, but certainly not while the whole season was happening. It doesnn't have that like star-studded MVP quarterback. I mean, I think Leonard Williams is unbelievable. It doesn't have the Aaron Donald or like the Myles Garrett. Like, they're just all really, really good across the board. They were a great team, and it's an incredible year for that city and that franchise, and Mike Macdonald in his second year in Seattle. And
how about that, man? Mike Macdonald's the same age as Jason Kelce.
We just hired an offensive coordinator that's 33 years old. It's nuts, man. I mean, teams keep hiring these younger coaches, and I think it's for a reason, man. I think these young guys come in and they're very smart, but they have a mindset that's open. They're eager to prove themselves. Listen, the old ball coaches have great strengths and whatnot too, a lot of experience, but I think it's interesting that it appears that the league keeps going younger and younger with a lot of these coaching hires. Congrats to Mike Macdonald. He finally gets to see his son.
Nice, man.
All right, you've heard enough of our thoughts on the game. Let's get to someone who actually played in it. 92%ers.
Yeah.
Please welcome back to the 2-time Super Bowl champion and the first ever in NFL history to lead 2 different franchises in receiving yards in a Super Bowl win, Mr. Cooper Kupp.
Good man.
Thank you, guys.
God, congrats, big guy.
Thank you.
That was a hell of a game.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, net positive. We're in a net positive state right now.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
Tordell still hanging on right now, or what?
Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great over here.
There we go.
My left eye's not working great. It's been, not a whole lot of sleep the last couple of days. But it's been fantastic.
As it should be.
Is the left eye not working a result of the game or not sleeping?
It's just not sleeping. It's just
his commitment to partying. Way to go.
This is the thing, guys.
Way to go. Fuck seeing. I'm partying with my boys.
I wish I had a great story for you guys, but this is what happened.
Right.
Our boys, I got 3 little boys, and when I'm with the family after the game, they had a long day. They were pumped. They were out there screaming their lungs out. They started crashing around 12 o'clock, and started, so it was really what the issue was getting them ready for bed. Nice. We're changing diapers, we're getting pajamas on. Pajamas have holes in them, which obviously aren't going to work. They're not going to work for bedtime. You gotta get those. You gotta get different pajamas. But it's the family stuff, man. It's the family stuff. Life goes on. You win a championship, you win a Super Bowl, all that stuff, but man, life goes on.
It is funny because I was fortunate to win one in 17 before I had kids, and it was a nonstop party for like 4 or 5 days. And then the Super Bowl, we lost the Super Bowl, so that was part of it too. I was with my family the moment the game was over, and you're just like basking in that. So I'm sure you've experienced it a couple different ways at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing, and that's what you have your moment in the locker room with the guys, and that's such a special thing. But then it's like, how quick can I find my family, be with my boys, be with my wife? And that was, sharing this. It was like when we're not jumping around the room screaming. It was just like the silence of just being able to hold my boys, have my wife right next to me. Like that was all I wanted.
That's awesome, brother. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats again, brother. The 2-time Cooper Cup. The first time is always the sweetest, man. The second time has to be fucking epic for you right now, especially because it's with a team that it seemed like you guys just had the fucking you guys just had the juice, man. And it's such a unique thing when you see the team loving each other like it was. Like you told us the stories last week, and it was just, you could tell how close you guys were.
Yeah.
Mike McDonald, your coach, after the game even said Cooper is an absolute force multiplier, an absolute stud of a person, stud of a teammate. Have you been called a stud this many times in your life?
It's a lot of stud. It's a lot of stud.
Yeah, here we go. It's a net positive guy.
Exactly.
Can't look past this though. This should cement him in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Super Bowl MVP, 2-time champion, all-time great teammate. The guy was just loving you up at the end of it, man. It just shows how close you guys are, man.
Yeah, and we got a great group. Real quick, you got to plunge that French press for me.
Plunge
the French press for me. Yep, there we go. Pour yourself.
This man is dialed.
Okay. In the future, you just a nice slow press.
Is that too much? Was it too fast?
Yeah, it was a little fast, but it's okay.
In the future.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that.
That's a good color.
Yeah, that's a good looking cup of coffee. But yeah, this group. It was so much fun to be a part of. I can't
still going. This is unbelievable. It's still going. Oh!
But yeah, this group was so much fun. It was so much fun to be a part of this team, and I've appreciated working with Mike. He's been unbelievable, and I mean, all those things he said. You don't go to the Hall of Fame for being a great teammate, but you don't go to the Hall of Fame for winning 6 Super Bowls either. We just learned, right? So, I mean,
that's a tough bit.
What do you go to the Hall of Fame for at this point?
What exactly are the credentials to get me in the Hall?
Yeah, it's up for debate right now, apparently, but he'll be in. Sorry, I wanted to pop in my head as I was talking.
I feel like you've only had coaches under the age of 40, which is insane. Like, what is the everyday like? Because I've literally only been in a building where it feels like my football dad or like my fucking like uncle is like looking at me like, you need to pick this shit up. And it's like there's like an authority figure that's like there, that's like, has like the years of wisdom through like Brett Favre and like the legends that we grew up playing. Like I only have that understanding through that. Like, what is it like playing for a guy that's like young, high energy? Like, not to say that Andy's not, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it is. That's all I know. So I've had young coaches, basically my entire life. I mean, same thing in college. So I don't know any different. Energy and all that stuff is fantastic, and there's never been an issue in terms of the like wisdom piece or the authority piece.
I was gonna say like lack of wisdom.
Yeah, but I think what I've appreciated is there's like from Mike, there's been a humility that I think is really special, and I think the like accountability is a big part of that. Being able to admit that you don't know everything, and that's a huge part of being a leader that is undervalued. And if you think you know it all, it's tough to collaborate, and collaboration is where football lives. And
for sure.
He's been awesome about that, and so I've really enjoyed being with Mike.
Dude, I can't agree more. Like I've had young coaches, I've had old coaches, and don't get me wrong, Andy Reid's a 101, Trev, but I find a lot of the times these young coaches that are hungry and really trying to make it do have this growth mindset just inherently. Like they want knowledge. They're trying to grow as much as possible, and they don't think they have everything figured out, and that's certainly one of their advantages. And as far as like leading anybody, like don't get me wrong, if you've done something before, you get that initial buy-in easier. But at the end of the day, players just, if you as a coach or a leader as a player in the team, if I feel like you genuinely want me to be a better football player, not for any ulterior motive of like career furtherment or like whatever other bull crap gets in the way. Like if you genuinely, I can tell that you just want what's like me to be the best version of myself I can be, dude, I will follow that guy like wherever. Like he's honest or like authentic, all that stuff. And it feels like Mike has that in spades. Obviously you guys had that like incredibly all year round. You could feel the tightness to this team. Let me get this back to the game though. Is this how the game was expected to go? Like what did you guys think as the game was going around?
Yeah, I mean, we expected to go out there and win the thing.
Come on, it's just what we
expected to go out there and win the thing.
We talked it into
But you're playing against a really good football team. You're not in this. You don't get to the Super Bowl, regardless of all the storylines around. Like they had to navigate the storylines about whether they deserve to be there and all this stuff, and that's just it's all baloney, right?
Yeah, it's all nonsense.
They are in the Super Bowl for a reason. They're a good football team. They're well coached. There's good players over there. So you're playing against the best in the world. It's the best in the world. Like you're in the NFL, you're playing against the best in the world. But the expectation was to go out there and win. And I thought they had a really good plan early on. I thought offensively, we were uphill on a lot of plays early on, where it's like, man, they've got a good feel for stuff. They're putting their players in really good positions, and we were making some mistakes that didn't allow us to finish drives. And luckily, J-My was unbelievable finishing drives and field goals for us. But then end of the day, the defense just played lights out, and that gives you so much confidence offensively when those guys are just like stop after stop after stop, and you just know that, hey guys, some of these drives, like an 8-play drive that eats up clock and flips the field, is a win offensively at this point in the game, right?
It's crazy, man.
We play this game. We just do the things right. Like we don't need to play outside of our own stuff. They've got a good plan for us. Let's make some plays. Let's finish these drives. The defense is going to get us into a short field, and we're going to go finish it, score a touchdown, and put the game away. And I thought as the game went on and that became clear, this is a game that we can be in that space. We did a good job adjusting and being able to be in a place where it's like, hey, we can grind this game out where it's not even a chance. You don't give them a chance to do anything.
Amen, brother. And you guys did just that.
Yep.
Do you have any idea what's in store for the future? Have you thought about that? Or are you still in reflection mode, at least for the next foreseeable few days?
I mean, I think you take a couple days and enjoy this. It's the NFL. Like this team that we had this year is not going to be the same. And so I'm enjoying, we got today, tomorrow's the parade, and we get, our last 2 days to be with this team and what this 2025-26 Seattle Seahawks team was about. But then then it's going to be look forward. And I love to be a part of this organization and what these guys are doing and what's being built here. And then the goal is then like, hey, you got 6 weeks until it's 8 weeks until OTA start. So
right.
How are we going to start building for what this organization is going to do for the next year? And it doesn't stop. Time keeps going on, and we got like Seattle Seahawks of 2026-27. It technically starts now, and so we're behind.
I love it. Isn't it crazy? You win the freaking Super Bowl, and then immediately you're already thinking about what are we going to do to get back there.
Yeah, but
it doesn't stop.
That's why you have to enjoy. I've said you have to enjoy the journey. The journey is everything. Because if you're living for this, if you're living for this week, like this is one week. You get to enjoy the game, be with your family, reflect on it. The parade happens, and it's like you got to move forward. And this is you're not going to find everyone here is going to be like, man, it hasn't hit me yet. It's not going to hit you. It's not like a moment that's like, oh, suddenly it's going to happen. It's like, no, what you're going to remember is, some of this week, but what you're going to remember is, the training camp, like the grind of things, and being like, man, I remember when we were exhausted, so the conversation we had in the locker room where guys are so tired that they're laughing, they're like giggling because they're just so delusional, but it's like, man, those moments, it's all of those things that are going to be so valuable. All the adversity that you deal with, all those things. How low did we go? How all these moments that were like, man, you're at the bottom, that make the top feel so much better, and you're going to remember that journey. And that's what's the most valuable piece of this whole thing.
Dude, you're getting me fucking fired up right
Seriously,
now.
I'm getting goosebumps.
That shit's epic, man.
We do got to wrap. I got one more question. Parade tomorrow. What are we rolling with for the parade? You got an outfit selected?
I'm talking to the costume. I'm actually talking to the outfit master here. I want to do something. I want to do something cool. I've had thoughts like, do you get an Ichiro jersey? Do you do like a King Griffey? Do you do something like that? I don't know. Listen, Jason, if you've got an idea, you send it over to me, and we can maybe make some. If it aligns, we make something happen. You know what I mean?
All right. Perfect.
Okay. You let me know.
I'm going to get this coffee in me, and then these ideas just start flowing. That's how it works.
Going to brew up some ideas. We got our guy AJ Barner pulling up after this.
Let's go. So pumped for Barnyard, man. And that play, this touchdown was almost a disaster. It was almost a disaster.
How?
Oh, we were all out there. Look, there was a problem. I think it was on the wristband, but we called the play. Jackson is out at the time. He's going through his protocol to get back out. The call ended up being like the formation was backwards to what the play call was. And so we end up, like, me and Rashid end up on the same side. I'm like, dude, we're like, no, you're on the other side. But then formation's backwards. I see AJ running towards me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to run the wrong route. So I changed it on the fly. We almost had a
Let's go!
disaster. We got it done. We got it done.
Ball player.
Unbelievable teammate. Decision making when it needs to happen. I love it, man. Way to go.
That's so epic, man. We got him up next. That's a fucking banger. I was about to ask you, what should we ask him? But you just told us everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait to tell.
I don't know if he'll even be aware of it, but
he doesn't even know what you did. He doesn't even know.
He might not even know that I almost ran right into him because I was about to run the wrong route. And literally at the snap, I'm like, oh, I have to fix it.
That was a great play too. Whoever fucking put that together, that was an awesome fucking play. Oh no. Lost him. Just come back.
What an electric story, though.
That's epic.
The Ethernet cord has been found. We're in business.
Coop, I believe you were talking about the play, AJ Barner play, and you're saying he might not know, might not even have a clue.
He might not be aware of what was happening on the outside and the consternation that was happening between me and Rashid, knowing that we were told the play was being run the opposite direction,
Yes.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe he's so dialed in out there that he was aware and was going to make it happen,
So did you go from like running like a backside dagger to like a hitch?
No, I went from running a backside basic to a take two post. So,
ooh, yeah. Take two. You cleared it out for him?
Yeah, but I don't know that the coverage really did. My job on that job, at the end of the day, I just need to get out of the way. Like the coverage we got was perfect. I just had to get out of there. But it would have been bad if I was running a basic. There's a chance I'm just collisioning AJ coming out of that wing spot. Who knows?
Just a ball player, man. Right. Just a ball player.
Either way. That's why it pays to have smart players, man.
That's what it pays to have guys that work with the QBs at 6 a.m. and are in the fucking blitz meetings.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
We had said if this ever gets called backwards, remember you guys got to be ready.
All right, Coop, we're not going to keep you any longer, man. We appreciate you coming back on.
Of course.
Congrats again, brother.
Thank you, guys.
So happy for you, man.
Enjoy the parade. Enjoy being a champion.
King of the castle. King of the castle.
This is the favorite saying of the day. Saying of the day.
All right, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Xfinity.
Xfinity knows that a lot can change in 5 years, so they created Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Oh, how about that? Xfinity members, you don't have to worry about their internet price changing. That's right. Get one price for 5 years, guaranteed.
No contracts, no commitments, just reliable Wi-Fi, all at the same price.
5 years from now, who knows where we'll be? But Xfinity members, they'll know one thing. That's right. They're still going to be paying that same internet price they locked in today.
Get it now at Xfinity.com.
Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Thank you to our partner, American Express.
All right, now, 92%ers, question for you. What's the #1 most stressful part of traveling?
I mean, it's got to be the airport, right?
Bingo. You could have it all planned out, then find yourself running through the terminal, coat half on, phone at 3%. It's chaos.
But after years of constant travel, I've learned something very important, Travis.
Ooh, here we go. Jason, hit him with that veteran wisdom.
Rushing to your flight isn't the play.
No, it's not.
You got to find an escape inside the airport. That's where American Express Platinum Card comes in handy.
Yes, because when you're a card member, you can step away from the chaos and into the comfort of a lounge.
Ooh, who doesn't love a good lounge?
I love a good lounge.
With Amex Platinum, you can enjoy access to over 1,550 airport lounges through the largest global lounge network as compared to other credit card companies as of July 2025.
You walk in, it's calm, relax. Enjoy a top-notch meal maybe.